In my Chargers rebuild, I said if you guys got that video to 100 likes, I'll do whatever rebuild the top comment says. And the rebuild idea was to rebuild the Minnesota Vikings, but I already did that idea, so I did the next top comment. I'm going to hold true to my word here, and I'm going to be rebuilding the Cleveland Browns. So since that video hit 100 likes, I got to up the like goal. If this video gets to 125 likes, I'll do whatever rebuild the top comment says. It can be something outrageous. Please don't ask for a 30-year rebuild. I will die. I'll do 10-year, even 20-year rebuilds, but 30-year, I might die, but I'll still live up to my word if that does happen. But for the Cleveland Browns team, I know Zach Zinter here, he technically profiles as a guard. I moved him to center because I just want him to develop. So, yeah, it's my rebuild. So we're already starting off like that. Jedrick Wills, Jack Conklin. Really? Jedrick Wills is behind is Jack Conklin left tackle now? Does he profile? No, he still profiles right tackle. Why does the AI do that? And for some reason, it won't move him to right tackle, which is extremely frustrating. Okay, so I had to go into the depth chart and manually change that. That was pretty frustrating that the AI doesn't recognize the right tackle and not moving him to right tackle, but either way, here we got great depth at the offensive line with Dawad Jones also being young and having star depth. But the one thing we all don't like is the massage man himself. Oh, it's an overused joke. I don't care. I'm going to keep using it. Maybe Big Ben was his mentor. They were in the same division. So, they could just be teaching each other things, on and off the field, if you know what I mean. But as always, I'm going to discuss this contract. This is arguably the worst contract in history. Is Deshaun Watson a bad player? No. Should he be guaranteed a full contract after not playing for a year and a half in football? Absolutely not. But if you guys don't already know, a lot of my rebuilds are realistic. I try to make a splash for a player every once in a while. It's not always likely to happen in franchises, but these are typically 4 to 5 year rebuilds. In 4 to 5 years, your team will typically make a big player move, usually every 2 to 3 years here and there. Deshaun Watson was that big move. Didn't turn out to be so well, and I feel like I always have to mention this. Since this is realistic, nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to willingly take a fully guaranteed contract that's paying him $64 million a year just to be a top 20 quarterback. You can argue top 15 if you want, but he would be borderline top 15. Nobody's going to want to do that. And for those guys saying, oh, you can renegotiate his contract, you can restructure his contract, which just means you can kick the can down the road and push his contract even further in later years. But there is no way to actually restructure contracts in Madden. It's just restructure, not renegotiate is what I meant to say. But either way, Deshaun Watson here, we're just going to have to thug it out with him. It sucks. But on the bright side, literally every other part of the team, Nick Chubb's a baller when healthy. Got Amari Cooper. You traded for Jerry Jeudy in the offseason. Got Elijah Moore. They were talking about trading for Brandon Ayuk. I don't know how you expect to pay Brandon Ayuk $30 million a year, which is what he wanted, and then also pay out all these other guys' contracts. I guess they were just going for it all, which doesn't make sense considering their QB situation. O-line, amazing. David Njoku, superstar depth, 90 overall, amazing as well. I'm going to start Michael Hall out of Ohio State just as the number one. And of course, Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. A lot of people argue it should be TJ Watt. Either way, they're both good. You got Zadarius Smith, Denzel Ward. Literally everything about this team is good except for Deshaun Watson. Every player here is at least good, great, amazing, a top player at their position. Then you have Deshaun Watson. Specialist-wise, looking pretty good as well. I'm going to start Hall. Everyone else here is good. And again, I'm not saying Deshaun Watson is bad. I'm just saying his contract is absolutely not worth it. But we're going to have to ride it out. Nobody's going to be willing to ever realistically trade for that contract in real life. And I can't renegotiate a fully guaranteed contract. So we're just going to have to deal with it. Hope he becomes good. Let's move it to the midseason mark. Midseason mark, we are 3-4, second in the division though, but it's a very highly contested conference as we are here to face the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens. Scouting national focus, I'm going to do middle linebacker here. And for the players we get to negotiate, I only have $3.2 million to spend. I got to keep Nick Chubb. Dude, if I only have $3.2 million to spend, I'm not going to lie here, I might just have to start gutting the team. Like, I'm going to be real. Am I willingly going to give up Amari Cooper for nothing? Am I willingly going to allow him and Nick Chubb to hit free agency? JOK, I'm fine with trading JOK. I'm going to have to trade Jedrick Wills probably. Yeah, I'm going to trade away JOK, Jedrick Wills. I'm not going to just walk on these guys without getting some type of value for them. Nick Chubb and Amari Cooper, I'm going to try and restructure some contracts to kick the can down the road and then build this up. But that's the best I can do really here because Amari Cooper, he's our top receiver. I can't get rid of him. Nick Chubb, he's going to be a baller throughout all of not free agency, throughout all of the simulation in general. He would be a baller if he hit free agency. But JOK typically wants an outrageous amount of money. Yeah, $20 million a year to be a coverage linebacker. That's an 86 overall. Absolutely not. JOK and Jedrick Wills are going to have to go. I need value out of this guy, and we're 3-4. It's not like we're huge contenders here. I know some people may not already like the video and be like, oh, the Browns won't do this in real life. This isn't realistic. This is realistic if someone wanted real value out of these players, which is exactly what I'm trying to get. I need a first-round pick because rookies, keep in mind, you don't have to pay them in their contracts for 4 years, so aka the entire rebuild. I'm not looking for players here. I'm looking for picks, so we're going to see what we can get. Dude, Drake London in a 3rd and a 7. I wouldn't have to pay him, and I can accept his 5th-year option. That's actually not a horrible offer, but I do want a first-round pick if someone can offer it. All right, JOK, Jedrick Wills, and a 3rd-round pick for projected number 3 pick in the draft, as JOK and Jedrick Wills are going to the Patriots. I think that's a perfect fit for them. Yes, they're still inside the conference, but this is the best value I can get. I'm going to get most likely a top 5 pick at least here, so I'm cool with this. And then for these guys, Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, I lost cap room for trading those guys. Elijah Moore, I'm not going to trade. I'll just let him hit free agency even though he doesn't want to be here. All these other guys, yeah, I'm screwed on cap room. Let me go renegotiate some contracts. Not renegotiate, I mean restructure, my bad. Starting off with Deshaun Watson, if I kick this can down the road, I'm going to have to pay him so much more. Estimated cap space for 2025, negative $12.5 million. I'm cooked. But we're just going to have to do it. And now I'm negative $13 million in cap room. All right. This is not working out how I planned it to work out. Want for me, but now I wouldn't be able to trade them. Oh, I might just be deep fried here. Yeah, now we're renegotiating Jack Conklin's contract. We're kicking this can down the road. I'm doing everything in my power. Please just let me cook. Oh, Vic, this is a terrible idea. You're going to ruin the team, most likely. But Deshaun Watson has already done that by massaging women on and off the field. But what do you mean by on the field, Vic? There's no women on the field. There's plenty of staff members he can go after. But I'm going to see what we have with Denzel Ward. Maybe push down his contract as well. We'll kick it down the road. But we are deep fried with these contracts. I can't even do it anymore. I can't even restructure them. Let me see how much cap I have. I have negative $14 million now. I don't know how that makes any sense. But yeah, we are cooked. And we actually go 9-8, 8 seed, missing the playoffs. That sucks. I really wanted a higher pick, especially since the Bengals and the Steelers both went 9-8. Steelers will always find a way to go 9-8. And then Deshaun Watson, 7th in passing yards, top 10 in passing touchdowns, 24th pass rating, 4th best offense, 12th best defense. My God, dude, 23 interceptions. I don't care if he's top 10 in touchdowns and yards. This is Jameis Winston level type playing. Come on. Rushing wise, Nick Chubb, 2 fumbles, but 14 touchdowns, 5.4 per carry, 1,500 yards. I need this man on my team. Receiving wise, Amari Cooper, 6 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Elijah Moore, 11 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Jerry Jeudy, 700 yards, and then 6 touchdowns. Defensively, Jordan Hicks with 124 tackles for a loss, 15 for Myles Garrett, sacks 14 for Mike Hall Jr., the rookie, with 6 sacks. That's a great rookie season. Then Zadarius Smith with 11 tackles for a loss, sacks 21 for Myles Garrett is astounding, dude. He's definitely going to win Defensive Player of the Year again. 11.5 for Zadarius Smith, 6 for Michael Hall, and then 3 for Denzel Ward. A total of 5 interceptions across the entire team is egregious. And then 1 safety for Dalvin Tomlinson, 0 defensive touchdowns. We are cooked, boys. Yeah, the Browns always just seem like the worst team for me to rebuild every time. And I always get comments that always be like, oh, you're just terrible at rebuilding. I'm sure if you guys rebuilt them, you would immediately trade away Deshaun Watson. And that would rack up a lot of cap debt in the first couple years. But later down the line, you'd be winning. But we are deep fried here, as we have the Niners finally winning a Super Bowl. The Chargers have yet to win one, but what I mean by that, between the Niners winning the Super Bowl, is, of course, it's been a while since they won one. But Brandon Ayuk wins the Super Bowl MVP after being whiny all offseason. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP, and there are no awards here for our team, the Browns. In the AFC North, Shelby Harris retires. That's fine with me. For the team upgrades, offensively, nobody has gotten upgrades. Zach Zinter has star dev. Devin Bush goes up to star dev, but I'm going to be losing him anyways. Everyone else looks the exact same, and once again, we are cooked. And for the players ready to negotiate, I only have $7.9 million, and I'm going to be even more screwed in the next season. So you know what that means, right? It's time for me to trade someone. I mean, I could tag Nick Chubb here. I could just tag him and hope for the best for the next season And I'm going to have to let Amari Cooper walk. He's down to an 88, but it's not that bad. Nick Chubb went from a 96 to a 91 from going 28 to 29. What is that regression? That's outrageous. Should I tag and trade Nick Chubb? I want him, but man, that regression is actually very crazy. And he wants to play for a new team. I don't care. I'm tagging Nick Chubb. And I'm going to think about trading him right here. I want to see the value. If I can get a first-round pick, I'll take it. I know some people may be like, oh, you're trading away the whole team. It's not realistic. For me, it's definitely realistic. I just want to see what I can get for him. Oh, my God. I can get a second-round pick and an X Factor. I can easily get a first for this dude. I can get Puka Nacua? No way. Oh, dude. That is so tempting. I won't have the money to pay him eventually. That's such a sick trade, but it's such an unrealistic one. I need something else. Nick Chubb in my next year's 4th round pick for the Arizona Cardinals, pick number 8 in the draft. The Cardinals are out of the conference. I get value for Nick Chubb. I hate doing this because Nick Chubb is so good in simulation, but I need value for my future team, especially for the team that I don't plan on paying because I have no cap room. So let's move into the draft. And we get pick number 7 and pick number 8. Pick number 7 is from the Patriots. Let's see what we have here. I could just trade back for future value, which I don't know if I'm going to do. Wyatt Kingsbury, I don't need an edge rusher, but I could have traded away Zadarius Smith's contract. This dude looks sick. I can't pass up on this guy. Wyatt Kingsbury, 6'4", 267 out of Ohio State. Great, good, elite. Dude's all over the place. A awareness, A power moves, B block shedding. Wyatt Kingsbury out of Ohio State here. Top 5 projection and normal depth. That's why other people are passing on him. And that's that. I'm trading away Zadarius Smith. It's official. And I'm now sending him off with Nick Chubb to the Cardinals for a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th. Yes, I could get a 2nd round pick next year for him, but the dude's 32 years old. Realistically, no one's trading a 2nd round pick for a 32-year-old edge rusher. Now, there's this wide receiver here I'm looking at. Bob Dudley here, 6'2", 206 out of Miami. Great acceleration, great agility, elite change of direction, good jumping, but C to F awareness, A spat catch, A spin move, B medium route. If he has F awareness, he's going to be awful. And I've already picked a normal dev. So with that being said, I don't like what I have for positional value on this board right now. So I'm just going to trade out of this pick. It's crazy that no one's willing to give up 2 first-round picks to move into the top 10. This is outrageous. I got to manually trade this. And I can't even do it because I'm in negative cap. So I'm going to have to accept one of these terrible trades. Oh, yay. I can move back 4 spots for pick number 6 in the draft. I feel so disrespectful. I might just pull the trigger on a guy that I don't need to pull the trigger on. Miami is not a horrible offer here, honestly. Now that I think about it, yeah, I'm going to get a 2nd round pick, and I'm just going to drop back to pick 22. It's not the best for a top 10 pick, but it's something. It's better than nothing here. And they're going to pick up, who was that? Defensive tackle. Don't really care. Oh, now I got pick 17? How many first round picks did I have? I didn't even know that. Then we got Bo Greenland here, C to F awareness, A deep route. Like, his physicals look good. Dude's 5'8", 176. I'm not really that impressed by him. I'm not really impressed by the board at all. Maybe a free safety. Leon Ward here to replace Juan Thornhill, who's getting up there. Sure, Leon Ward. So many first round picks. Leon Ward, normal dev. I'm a baller, man. And at pick 22, wide receiver Angel Hawkins here, profile, hidden dev, 5'8", 184. Obviously not a receiver 1. Jerry Jeudy's going to be the 1, but he's going to replace Elijah Moore in the slot, I guess. 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 93 agility. Still looks like a solid player. Now Jason Thomas here, 6'5", physical, 222 out of Florida. Great jumping, great strength, good speed. In the 2nd round here, spec catch A, catching traffic B, A to C awareness. He probably will have normal dev. I'm still going to pull the trigger on this guy. I need some receivers. The running back class doesn't look good. Hidden dev. You'll love to see it. Fix the receiving core problem immediately after losing Amari Cooper. So we're good there. Need a running back. And with my other 2nd round pick that I got from trading away Zadarius Smith to the Cardinals, yes, I know it's very sporadic what I'm doing right now, but Tajay Tate out of Ole Miss, fire name by the way, or Taj Tate. Either way, 6'2", 231, hidden dev, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, A awareness, A play rec is mainly why I took him. He's going to replace Jordan Hicks. And in the 4th round, picking up left outside linebacker to replace Devin Bush, Brian Hookland here out of TCU, 6 foot, 240, hidden dev, 84 speed, 88 acceleration, 4th round pick value. Really needed this. I just really liked his athleticism, which can't really show here, but either way, good pick. Now, this is the team after the draft. The AI picked up Chubber McChubberson here. Dude, look at that dude's neck. No neck Michael Alexander is what they call this dude. My God. Chubby McChubberson over here. Dude, his neck takes up 95 throw power. Maybe that neck got like some hidden ability other than just throwing in the bedroom, dude. Crazy neck game here. 60 awareness. You know what? Call me crazy. I'm starting Mr. Neck. I don't care. Neck is starting. It's better than what we have. Jerome Ford, let's see what we got there. Hawkins, is he the fast guy or is he the big guy? Angel Hawkins is the fast guy. I want the big guy to be at the 2. Everything else looks pretty good, but Alexander, you got that thick old neck. You can't possibly do worse than 23 interceptions. Taj Tate here, 75 overall. We got a diabolic draft. Kingsbury was a 77 overall off rip. Very good. Hopefully he balls out. Anything else that I need to look at? Tate, let's move him up. Kingsbury is starting. That's what I want. Thomas is in the slot. Is he in the slot? Offense. Thomas, yeah. Thomas is, if he's in the slot, then I guess I'll just have Hawkins at 2. So everything else looks good. Michael Alexander with the big neck. Let's see how you perform with your neck game, man. 4-3 with the neck, baby. We are seed 6 right now, second in the division, highly contested division. You know what? I'll take it. The team's in a much worse position than last year, but hey, we got something rolling here with the neck. That's all that matters. Let's do outside linebacker. And we have $61 million in cap room. Greg Newsome doesn't want to be here. He wants to have a warm weather stay even if I sign a mentor. I'm sorry I can't change the weather. I'm sorry I can't change you living in Cleveland, really. David Njoku's going to want a mass ton of money. Juan Thornhill's older. Yeah, I'm going to have problems this season. And Joel Bitonio doesn't want to be here. Do I trade these guys? Do I get value out of these guys that just don't want to be here? It makes sense because I can't afford to pay them. Let's just pay the guys that I know I'm going to pay. Martin Emerson, he wants a mentor. Let's go sign one. And Ronald Darby here has the mentor tag, so just signing him for 1 year. Can we even do that? No, we can't. Never mind. We're overpaying for Martin Emerson. So we have $61 million in cap room here, but we don't for free agency. That makes total sense. Martin Emerson, $7 million a year about. He's going to re-sign on that. Greg Newsome is a must-have back. Very player-friendly, $13 million a year. He re-signs on that. David Njoku, top weapon. Do I pay him this much? Do I pay him this much? I don't know. That's kind of a lot. David Njoku, I'll just bite it. $14 million a year. He's gonna do that. And everyone else here, Joel Bitonio, are we really making a run here? Am I really gonna fall for this? Do I really? I want value for Joel Bitonio. I don't care if he's 33. I want value. Okay, I didn't think that would go through. 33-year-old Joel Bitonio here for a second-round pick. I was just testing the waters, but I guess I'll accept it now. Wyatt Teller, I'll re-sign because I just gave up that. For those guys saying, "Oh my gosh, you gave up your All-Pro guard." I mean, I got Wyatt Teller, and I'm probably gonna move Dawad Jones to the inside. Wyatt Teller, I'm just gonna keep him for the rest of the rebuild. I don't care if that contract is not worth it, just like Sean's. So we have now revealed that the neck has star dev. Okay, so, I mean, he has a little bit of a boost with the morale because he's on a winning team. And move Zach Zinter back out to guard. We got a center. Really, that offensive lineman situation wasn't that bad. Tate is a star dev. You love to see it specialist-wise. Tate is there, making sure everything's good. Like what we see, really not that bad of a situation anymore, but it's still bad with Deshaun Watson here, but we're just going to have to deal with it for now. So $13 million left in cap room. I'm not going to worry about re-signing any of these other guys because they just don't want to be here or I just don't want them. So year number 2, let's move into the playoffs. I can already tell this is going to be a very long video to edit. And we finished 7-10, third in the division. Disappointing from the no-neck Alexander here, but let's see Alexander the Great's neck here. Really not as bad and just as bad as Deshaun Watson. 17th best offense. How does 27th defense make any sense? I mean, he didn't throw 23 interceptions. Similar passer rating. Do I keep the neck in? I mean, he's a big boy, you can tell, but my God, rushing wise, Jerome Ford, 14 touchdowns is nice, but I won't be able to re-sign him, so doesn't matter. Receiving wise, Jerry Jeudy, almost 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns. Angel Hawkins, 2 touchdowns, 900 yards. David Njoku, 9 touchdowns, 800 yards. Then Jason Thomas, 3 touchdowns, almost 800 yards for him. Taj Tate here with 116 tackles in his rookie season is amazing. Myles Garrett, 24 tackles for a loss, 19 tackles for a loss, 8 sacks, 60 tackles in his rookie year for Wyatt Kingsbury. That has to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. Then Mike Hall with 15 tackles for a loss, 6.5 sacks. Then Dalvin Tomlinson with 10 tackles for a loss. 13 sacks for Myles Garrett, 8 for Wyatt Kingsbury, 6.5 sacks for Mike Hall, 4 interceptions for Greg Newsome. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Grant Delpit. And Lamar Jackson, the Ravens blow out the Packers in the Super Bowl, going 3 for 3 in Super Bowls now as Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl MVP. Sure, Dak Prescott wins the league MVP and Mike McCarthy Coach of the Year. Sure, bud. And White Kingsbury Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's awesome to see. In the AFC North, a whole bunch of Steelers players retire, and then some randoms other than Jordan Hicks, of course, retire as well. And for the team, I was about to say I'm going to start Deshaun Watson because he's a higher overall. Alexander's a 79 with the boost. Do I keep him as the starter? He progressed so quickly despite having a terrible season. Like, I think I will, honestly. My other receivers have started. I have Alexander, the neck baby. Like, how are you 226 with this face card? Crazy. I don't care. I'm starting him for the memes, boys. David Njoku's an X Factor. Great to see. Defensively, Kingsbury goes up to Superstar X Factor. He's probably now a higher overall than Zadarius Smith. And we got a second-round pick out of Zadarius Smith. And I don't have to pay Wyatt Kingsbury for the entire rebuild. Massive W's all around. Both the linebackers are star devs. You love to see it. Baller defensive backs. Yeah, this defense right here was ranked 27th in the league for some reason, but we'll see how we do in the next year. But let's move into the re-signings for now. I have $14 million in cap room. Don't want Juan Thornhill. And also, I forgot I drafted that free safety. I should have started him, but he's going to take the starting role now. Everyone else here, I'm just not interested in. Yeah, it's completely crazy that I forgot to start this guy Ward. Doesn't seem like he was any good. Leon Ward out of Texas, but hey, he's going to be the starter. In the first round, we get pick number 14 here. And I think I'm going to pull the trigger on this linebacker. I already know we have a decent set, but this guy looks like the best player available. 6'1", 238 out of South Carolina. Warren Cohen here. Elite strength, great speed, solid acceleration, B awareness, B block shed, A hit power, A tackle. He looks great. Warren Cohen is going to be an A+ pick. He's going to be a hidden dev. 89 speed, 87 acceleration. I don't think I've ever gotten an A+ pick before yet, so that's awesome to see here. He looks sick. Chauncey Cooks here, 337, 6'1" out of Iowa. Poor acceleration, but the elite strength is what I'm looking at. A play rec, B awareness. Tackle is only a C for having elite strength. Kind of surprising, whatever. He'll probably have normal dev, but elite strength is all I care about. B- pick, hidden dev, 98 strength as a rookie is crazy. He's going to replace Alvin Tomlinson. And then with my other second round pick, picking up a new halfback, Cordell Elm here, or Elam. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm always stupid with that last name. Elm, I think it is, but 5'11", 230, hidden dev, power back with 91 speed, 90 agility. That's actually crazy. 91 acceleration. Yeah. Very good. Skills look very good. He's going to replace Nick Chubb. Now, this is the team after the draft. The neck is going to start. And then this guy here, our new running back, is a 76 overall. Paulson here, second string tight end. The AI picked up seems to be pretty good. Offense honestly doesn't look bad. Need my running back and QB to develop. Just need some development here. If it was a 10-year rebuild, this wouldn't be too bad. Imagine I just changed the video. Cooks is a 73 overall, already over Dalvin Tomlinson. Goldson, who is this? We're just balling out and picking these random guys. Do I start him at free safety? 6'2", 196, man-to-man, not zone archetype. Yeah, zone is 64. He definitely can't play safety. But he looks pretty sick for the guys that we already have, too. W pick by the AI. And the specialists here, all these look good, but I'm going to start Cohen just because I want him to ball out. Everything else looks good defensively as well. Cohen's a 78 overall as a rookie. That's amazing. Graves, who is this? Sick last name. Tyrone Graves, 6 foot 201 zone archetype, 73 zone coverage. I'm going to start this man at free safety. I don't even care. Yeah, I don't care about my former first round pick. He goes up 1 overall, already has star dev. Defense is actually looking really nice here, really clean. Don't have to pay it too much other than the DBs and Myles Garrett here. Linebacking core is brand new. Neck Alexander. Let's see how you do here. And again, team looks great. Needs a little bit more development. I don't think we're going to get this year, but definitely next year. So for now, year number 3, let's move to the midseason. And we are 1-5, bottom of the division. Let's go team. Yay. We have a new ability unlocked though. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we got. 164 million to spend. Finally, dude. Myles Garrett. Let's pay him an absolute bag. 34 million a year. He resigns with the team. Grant Delpit. I don't even care what you want. Team has franchise QB. It never will. All right. Dawad Jones. Let's pay him 18 million a year. I don't know about that. Deshaun Watson. Get out my face. Finally, his contract is over. We are released from the shackles. Jack Conklin, honestly, how much do you want? Not bad. $7 million. I'll keep him around for the final season. Dawad Jones wants an absolute bag. we're gonna pay it to him. You know what? I just have to do it. I have a lot of money now that Deshaun Watson's not there, and he didn't even accept that. But yeah, we're back, baby. May do a 5th season here, but we're gonna see how this season goes, and then we're gonna build from there. Finally, we are freed from the shackles of Deshaun Watson and his massage parlor. So with that being said, I'm honestly going to scout QB because this is a 4-year rebuild, but I could just turn it into a 5-year rebuild if I want. But anyways, let's see how we do at the play. Hold up. There's trade offers for Deshaun Watson? No way. No way do I have trade offers for Deshaun Watson right now. His contract is on its final year, and the Cardinals want him. I know I said it was unrealistic before. This is his final contract year. The Cardinals are interested. If they want Zadarius Smith and Nick Chubb to reunite, is Nick Chubb still here? He's still here. He's an 88 overall. And Zadarius Smith, is he still here? No, he is not still here. But we can have this. We can have this for sure. How about a 3rd round pick for my backup QB? I feel like that's fair enough for the shackles that I'll be freed from. Finally, he's gone. I don't have to deal with him anymore. My God. And we finished 4-13, bottom of the division, not close enough to get the #1 pick. I might just trade for the #1 pick, honestly. For the stats and awards, Alexander, he's not bad for what he started with, but he's not good enough. 27th best offense, 17th best defense. Yeah, I'm going to need to trade for someone new. This isn't bad. It's just not going to be enough to get me there. And then Cordell here with 10 touchdowns, 3.3 per carry. Not bad, but I need for him to develop. Jerry Jeudy, 5 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Jason Thomas, 13 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, breakout year. Njoku, only 1 touchdown, but 700 yards. Then Angel Hawkins, 5 touchdowns, 650 yards. Taj Tate here with 112 tackles for a loss, 19 for Myles Garrett, 19 for Mike Hall, 18 for Wyatt Kingsbury, and then 11 for Taj Tate. Wow. And then sacks, 14.5 for Myles Garrett, 7.5 for Wyatt Kingsbury, 5.5 for Mike Hall. Mike Hall's been balling this simulation. 2 interceptions for Tyrone Graves, the new safety. Let's go. Safeties on the team is 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. But let's see how we do in this offseason. Maybe there's a baller QB in free agency that I can sign. And in the Battle of Texas, the Cowboys win. Dak Prescott wins Super Bowl MVP. That'll never happen. Patrick Mahomes wins another league MVP and Offensive Player of the Year here. No awards here for the Browns, unfortunately. In the AFC North, Dalvin Tomlinson and Trent Brown both retire. For the team upgrades, Paulson, the AI casually picks up a 2nd-string tight end that's my fullback and is a superstar dev. My running back only has star dev. Wish he had superstar. That would have been sick. Defensively, Cohen has superstar dev. You love to see it. Graves has star dev. Wow, what a baller here. This defense actually looks really good. Like what I'm seeing here. Cohen's going to be a baller. Tate's been a baller. Mike Hall has been a baller for us. Kingsbury's been doing well. So, 86 overall team. Hopefully there's a baller QB in free agency. Sometimes I see Brock Purdy. For the re-signings, Dawad Jones, I'm just going to do player friendly here. I don't want to pay him $19 million a year, but I'm going to do it anyways. And then all these other guys are just extras. Don't want them. I'm going to let them walk. And finally, I can participate in free agency with $108 million to spend. Yeah, so there are no franchise QBs in free agency, even though I love you, Baker, but that is unfortunate. Running backs suck as well. After free agency, I went after Kyle Hamilton, but he said no. But I got Frank Ragnow here as a superstar dev, 94 overall. Got Jake Moody and Blake Gilligan for special teams. $84 million left in cap room. I don't know what I'm going to quite do with that, but I'm looking to trade up. We are in year number 4 of this rebuild, and we are still looking for QBs, and the board sucks. It's really bad. Blake Jansen here, round to 2 to 3 projection. He's a top 5 projection. 2 to 3 talent. Doesn't look anything special. And then Matthew Shitsowski, Mike Wazowski, Shitsowski, I don't know. Out of Arizona, 6'6". My God. Looks great. Does the Dolphins need a quarterback? Do they get rid of Tua? Because if not, I'll trade up to number 1 or just get kicked out of my own franchise. So let's see if the Dolphins and the Giants need a QB, because if not, then I will just take it from them. Dolphins have Tua, superstar dev. Giants, who is this guy? James Sanchez. They got him 2 years ago. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. If I don't get it, I'm going to throw an absolute fit and blame the game. But first pick is not going to be, it's going to be a DB. I thought it said QB. I was about to be mad. And then you pick an outside linebacker. Great job. Go team. Didn't have to trade up for anything. We're going to pick Shishkowski here out of Arizona. Let's see what you got. Not going to waste any time with it. B-. normal dev. You love to see it. And in the third round, picking up another defensive tackle, Taylor Farrell here out of UCF, 6'1", 305, 85 strength, 82 acceleration, hidden dev, C awareness, but A play rec, B tackle, B injury. And now I'm signing Kirk Cousins just for the mentor tag for our new QB. And honestly, I know some of you may want to see Alexander Neck give some neck to some other teams, so we're gonna go look at some options for him now. Give him a chance. Alexander's up to an 85. Do I really start the other guy? I mean, it would be stupid not to, right? But Michael Alexander hasn't given me any numbers, really, so we're gonna give him a fighting chance on another team for those of you who are fans of this guy. But it looks like Bo Nix is having a rough time in Denver. He's 27, hasn't done anything. I got a guy that is plug and play. Second round pick for Michael Alexander. W trade for the Broncos. Hopefully he does the best he can there. You love him to death, but sorry, I got to move on. I got to have a different QB. If I fail this season, I'm probably going to do another season. I am distraught. Literally, Deshaun Watson has held me down the entire rebuild, and I've finally been released from the shackles of Deshaun Watson. So Shiskowski or Shitsowski, I don't know. Whatever. Let's move into the playoffs. All right, so I stopped the sim at week 14 just to check in how we're doing. We are better than a lot of teams, and we are 7-5 top the division. I will be distraught if we miss the playoffs. And our savior, Shitsowski, baby. It's Shitsowski. I don't know how you pronounce it. Whatever. Showski, the Shiesty Showski, baby. Not only makes the playoffs for us, but we get home field advantage and we get a 3 seed. Look at the top. Wild card round. We talking about playoffs. Dolphins versus Browns. Quarterback play could be the deciding factor, as Tua and Matthew Shasowski are arguably the keys to win the Dolphins and Browns game. Shasowski is our savior. I'm sorry for anyone following the story of No Neck Alexander, but we got a new man in town, and he is actually a baller. Way better QB play that we've had any other season, and he's a rookie. 19th offense, 20th defense, I don't care. We made the playoffs. Far better QB play than we've ever had so far, and he's only a rookie. He's only going to get better. How did our boy do? Yeah, I'm glad I traded him. I'm not gonna lie. And then our running back, 13 touchdowns, 3.9 per carry, almost 1,000 yards. He is improving, so if I get another season, he could do really well. Jason Thomas, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy, 2 touchdowns, 960 yards. Angel Hawkins with 958 yards and 6 touchdowns. David Njoku, 6 touchdowns, 600 yards. I expect more from you if I'm gonna pay you $14 million a year. And then defensively, Warren Cohen with 102 tackles, 101 for Taj Tate. They both been ballers. Tackles for a loss, 18 for Wyatt Kingsbury, outperforming Myles Garrett in tackles for a loss. Then Mike Hall with 17, Myles Garrett with 14 for Chancey Cooks, the rookie. And then Warren Cohen with 13 sacks, 17 for Myles Garrett, 7.5 for Mike Hall, only 5 for Wyatt Kingsbury, and 5 for Warren Cohen. I guess he's a baller too, man. Love to see it. Interceptions, 4 for Greg Newsome and Denzel Ward. Safeties on the team is 1 for Warren Cohen. Defensive touchdowns is 0. Warren Cohen could go up to an X factor. He had a really good season. I'm just glad we make the playoffs. Even if we lose, I'm going to play another season. We have our quarterback of the future. We win. Here to face the 13-4 Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. I'm going to let the AI play it once again. Can we beat them? We do, even though we were better than them in every stat. I was about to say they were better than us. But of course, it comes down to the Chiefs. This is where it's going to be a huge problem. But if we win this, we could have the first ever starting rookie quarterback to win a Super Bowl, if we win this, to go to the Super Bowl. And my God, it is snow bunny galore here. Not snow bunny galore, but snow in general. Weird start, but either way, I can't restart it because I'm in the middle of the game. That's just what I'm going to have to roll with. 13-3 against the Chiefs. Defense, the 20th defense in the league, holding the Chiefs to 3 points with the 19th offense, 20-10, 27-10, snow bunny galore here, baby, as your boy Shasowski, 27-17 against the Chiefs, as we're going to the Super Bowl, as we have been freed from the shackles of Deshaun Watson, even though I butchered the entire commentary during that. And I'm sure after season 1, Season 2, people probably thought you're never going to be able to get rid of the massage man himself and rebuild this Browns team within a 4-year span. I did it, boys. It doesn't matter if we win or lose. I'm considering this a win with how atrocious our cap room situation was and trading away like half of our good players in year 1 and 2. W. Shasowski doesn't get a dev up. I'm considering this a monstrosity. After the rookie season he had, I don't care. He led his team to a Super Bowl in his rookie season with the atrocity of being the Browns QB. So, yeah, he is definitely getting a player upgrade. Just normal to start. I'm not going to make him like an X factor, of course. Wearing number 13, Shasowski here he's just him. He's just him. Don't know what else to say other than that. He's up to an 85 overall with the boost, 80 overall base. And Cohen goes to X Factor. You love to see it. Martin Emerson goes to Superstar. Great team, 90 overall team. Here to face the Niners. I am honestly so surprised that we are here right now. I thought I would have to do a 5th season. Even then, I didn't think I was going to win. Here we are against the Niners. They're going to open up with 7. We're going to respond with 3 points. Okay, decent start, but 10-3 here offense. Step it up a little, 6-10. Niners defense holding strong. Niners offense playing pretty well too. 24-6. In the late 4th quarter, making a comeback just a little bit. 21-24. Game is on the line. Make the stop here. What are we doing? What? It didn't even let me play. I was trying to see what was happening. We lose. Anyways, 24-21. Shasowski does not become the first ever starting rookie quarterback to win a Super Bowl in the NFL. Very close though. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is where I'm gonna end the video. That'd be kind of lame. I'm not gonna. No, that'd be super lame. Let me speed through this and just get to the next season. Actually, Shasowski, I think everyone wants to see another season of this man. So yes, I'm gonna run it back for another season with these Browns team. Even though I lost, I'm still gonna consider this a successful rebuild with the situation that I was in. But Trent Young, Super Bowl MVP for the Niners. Patrick Mahomes wins another league MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Really? Cody Wright wins Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Chiefs. Yeah, whatever, dude. No, Shasowski on top, baby. $127 million to spend. I forgot to do all these because I simulated past them. Michael Hall doesn't want to be here. I don't care. You're staying with the team. $33 million a year. Was not expecting that. Denzel Ward, 2-year contract. Let's see if he accepts that. He does. And then Angel Hawkins, I'll accept the option. Jerry Jeudy, honestly not that interested in. Zach Zinter, I do want though. I'm going to overpay for him. He's going to resign. How much does Jerry Jeudy want? He wants $7 million. If he accepts it, he does, and he's not going to, so I'm just going to let him walk. Leon Ward, I'll just let him walk, honestly. Oh, no, he wants to accept the option, so I'm not going to worry about that. All these other guys, Jack Conklin, I'll get him in free agency if I can't find anyone better. But I need a new receiver, and I need a new left tackle in free agency. After free agency, I got a new left tackle. I offered on Xavier Worthy, gave him the most money, gave him the most years, and he still said no to me and went to the Colts. But either way, let's move into the draft. I guess I got to draft a new receiver. You know what? Never mind. Let's make trades because the Browns are really good at doing that in real life. Let's go get a washed out receiver. 28 years old, not 28, 88 overall, 31 years old. I'm sure they're gonna demand a 1st round pick out of me, but see if I can get him for a second. No, they're gonna demand a 1st round pick out of me, even though he's 31 and doesn't deserve that. And wow, great job, Bears. Real good logic there. Damn, Tyreek Hill's an 81 overall now. Dude is cooked. Yeah, so I'm getting super screwed on this trade. Can't really find anyone else, but a 1st and a 2nd round pick. I also have an additional 2nd round pick in the draft, but I want an X Factor veteran wide receiver for the final year to replace Jerry Jeudy. I don't care about the rest of this draft. This is the 5th and final season of this rebuild. Shasowski is up to an 83 overall with the morale boost. 91 overall team. It can't really get much better than this. This is all I'm going to get. And Njoku is regressing. I have Paulson to replace him in the future. O-line is amazing. Defense looks amazing as well. You love to see it. Team is balling. Hopefully we can go back to the Super Bowl this season. You never know, but let's just skip into it. Here we are in the playoffs going 11-6. No 1st round bye though, or no really home field advantage here. 5th seed, just glad we made the playoffs. Ravens also made it a 7th seed as well. Chiefs 12-5. Jets take the 1 seed here. Stats and awards, Shasowski here looks like a top 5 QB in the NFL here, and he is not apparently. What? Where's my boy? Where did he go? 11th best offense in the NFL. He probably threw a lot of interceptions. 11th best defense, and then 16 interceptions is why, but 106 pass rating, 40 touchdowns, 4,000 yards. How's the other boy doing here? Michael Alexander, not as good, but hey, he only had 5 interceptions this year. Good, go Knack, baby. But rushing wise, Cordell here, only 6 touchdowns, but 4.1 per carry, so I guess. I mean, DJ Moore, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. Jason Thomas, 10 touchdowns, 900 yards. Angel Hawkins, 850 yards, 5 touchdowns. Njoku, 6 touchdowns, 604 yards. Defensively, Taj Tate with 112 tackles for a loss, 13 for Mike Hall, and then Myles Garrett with 12. just 12. I was about to say 12 and a half. But sacks, 19 and a half for Myles Garrett, 16 for Wyatt Kingsbury. Huge breakout seasons for him. That should be an X factor. 4.5 for Mike Hall. And then 4 interceptions for Denzel Ward. Safeties on the team is 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. Let's see if we can beat the Jacksonville Jaguars to go back to the divisional round here. And we do. Here to face the Chargers. Their QB has to be, it has to be Justin Herbert, right? Yeah, sometimes on simulation, I see him in free agency. Who is this guy? Madison Bryant. They drafted a new rookie? They drafted him in the 2nd round with the 3rd pick. Why would you do that? Anyways, let's see if we can beat the Los Angeles Chargers here in the divisional round. If we do, yes, there we go. I'll see if we can beat the New York Jets in the conference championship here, playing at their home stadium to potentially go back to the Super Bowl in year number 5 here. Here we are against the Jets. This is not a primetime game, which is surprising, but we start out 7-7. Nice start here, taking the lead 14-7, and we get ball at half 14-10 here, and that's going to be halftime. We immediately punt whenever we got the ball at half, but either way, 16-21 against the Jets, 19-21, 28-26. Don't choke. Literally don't choke. That's all you have to do. 3rd down alert. I'm going to run this ball out. They have no timeouts left. Absolutely. What do we have? It's 3rd and 1. I'm going to run this ball. They have 2 X factors at defensive tackle. I'm going to have to double team one of them. Let me see what we have. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what we got. Just push up the middle. Thank you to my running back. And that should be the game as long as I just run it out. Just going to keep running the ball over and over again. Nice block up the field. Power forward. Oh, this running back Cordell here is balling. And that is going to be the end of that as we will run out the clock. Some people may think it's cheating for me to jump into a sim. All I did was just force the AI to run out the ball on a 3rd and 1, which doesn't really seem like me involving too much. 4 touchdowns for Matthew Shasowski here. Shad Moyer here. Dude, they got to remove that face card. Shad Moyer also got a triple neck. Why do QBs have these necks, dude? And in the Super Bowl, we're going to be facing off against the 13-4 New Orleans Saints. Who is their quarterback? Their QB is Caleb Keene here, 97 overall, superstar X Factor. You got Drew Brees 2.0 and a QB wearing 0. Looks so tough. But this is the overlook of the team. Really, Shasowski? I mean, I know he had 16 interceptions. I'm not going to complain about him getting superstar, but at the same time, he had like, what, over 40 touchdowns, 4,000 yards. Still did really good. Team looks great here. Defensively, any actual upgrades? Come on. I have to give my defensive end superstar X Factor. Dude had 17 sacks in a season. That was a clear breakout year. I'm giving him superstar X Factor. He's been amazing for us so far. That was his clear breakout. Needed to do this. So he's going to go to superstar X Factor. Some people may call it cheating. I call it being realistic. So can we beat the new Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints to see if one of us can win a Super Bowl? I mean, the Browns have never won a Super Bowl, so let's see if the Saints can win another one. Can the Browns win their first Super Bowl in NFL history here? Have they ever even appeared in a Super Bowl? I don't think so. They've appeared in actual NFL championships, but not actual Super Bowls before. Either way, 14-10. Yes, there is a difference between a championship and a Super Bowl. If you guys aren't aware, Super Bowl wasn't always a thing. 24-21. Please don't choke. Please don't choke. What are you doing? You're choking. No. Key moments. What are you doing? Endgame drive. Go down the field. Red zone alerts. Do I let them do it? I'm going to let them do it. AI did it. 28-24. I've seen the AI completely lose to bomb Hail Marys so many times. I'm not allowing it to happen again. I'm going to jump in, and they can take what they want. They need 4 points to win. 1st and 10 for the 0 quarterback. Looks so tough. Yes, I'm glazing, and that's a pick. Grant Delpit is going to end the game. I was so tempted to lateral the ball there just for kicks and giggles, but that will be the game. Grant Delpit with this game-sealing interception as your Cleveland Browns will win their first ever Super Bowl. Let me get out of this dumb animation, please. My God, it's actually a sick animation. But either way, now we have the glory as your Cleveland Browns have won their very first ever Super Bowl. Took me 5 years on this rebuild, but granted the situation, I think I did a very good job getting, 91, 92 overall team, balling out the team. Even though it was a rough start trading all those players, that was a terrible looking Gatorade animation. But either way, for this team, really excited that I got this done. Your Super Bowl MVP is Browns legendary quarterback now, Matthew Shasowski here, as Joe Burrow wins the league MVP. No other awards here for the Browns. Successful rebuild. Surprised I actually completed it. thank you guys all for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys like and or subscribe. Don't think I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. But anyways, let me know which team down below in the comments you want me to rebuild next. If this video gets to 125 likes, I'll do whatever rebuild the top comment says. But anyways, once again, I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.